Sitaongea tena if you don't mind. So Babu, I discovered you when you were in the university, mukifanya hizo comrade teacher, comrade power. And I never liked you until I discovered you well on TikTok, until I listened to you and I realized you are a very learned fella. Unajua hizo vitu ulikuwa unasema sijui Zinjanthropus, sijui Megalocolonias, Kenya Ngang. I thought those things were jokes until I came to realize that you are a very learned fella. Then I met you, and I think we need young people like you. We need like 20s of Babu Owinos in Kenya to bring the real change, not just talk and not do anything. So Babu, Kenyans are really looking forward to you bringing something on the table for us, all of us. We need such brains, please, and don't disappoint us when 2027 comes. Please.
Personally, I really trust in you. I know the influence that you have. We met in Parliament. After that, you also met with Baba, you talked to him. And personally, I know that if we unite, including you, leaving no one behind, we go together, we fight together, we fight for the future of our children, we fight for our generation, then I know we will always get positive results. Let us...
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Personally, I've received my best share of late. I've been arrested severally, disappeared with for 3 days in Communicado without communication with my family. You saw my wife in the middle of the night looking for me. You saw how things were so tough in the Uru's government. I was arrested severally in Kibaki's government. When I was a student leader, I was arrested severally. All these were because of fighting for the interest of the common Mwananchi. And I will continue fighting for them. I will always fight for them. And I know that through this fight, one day, we will reach the city of victory.
Yeah, we want you to be something big, something significant for the common Mwananchi in 2027. Yeah, if you want it, we're going to take you there. We will support you.
Thank you.
Yes, we will.
I really believe in you. I really trust in you. You will help me marshal support. You'll help me talk to people in Kenya. Whatever position we will decide to go for, I know we will win it. There is nobody who can beat me in any position in this nation. If we give it a try, any position, we are overqualified for any position. From the presidential, we are overqualified for it. And if you think I'm lying, you can call back to your village. Call your grandmother, call your grandfather, ask them who Babu Owino is. You'll be surprised that they know that we are fighting for the interest of common Mwananchi. So in 2027, we will look for where we can land. We will go for it. We will take it. We will not be given. We will take it so that we fight for the interest of the Wananchi. We will take it for Wananchi, to help Wananchi, because those
who have
positions, those who have those current positions are not helping Wananchi. So what do? We take it for Wananchi.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mheshimiwa, maybe a political gossip. This is gossip. We've seen you and...
I have a question.
Just a minute, I'll come. Sorry, a quick one, Babu. In relation to you being arrested and being kept in Communicado for 3 days, do you at some point feel like you need to... do you sometimes feel like your life is in danger and you need to secure yourself from it, being the vocal person you are?
Lisa, there's something in Spanish that we say memento mori, that eventually you will die. It doesn't matter how long it will take. If the time comes, it will come. Whether you are on your wife or your wife is on you, or whether you are eating, or whether you are in the struggle, or whether you are doing anything in life. When the right time comes for you, everybody is a visitor. Those who lived 100 years, today they are not there. We will not be in the next 100 years to come. We will not be there. So fight for what is right, because it is the right thing that should be done. Me, I'm fighting because I know what it is to lack. If you tell me I lack, I know what it is to lack. I've lacked at some point. If you tell me you don't have food, I know what it is to go without food. If you tell me you don't have school fees, I know what it is to go without school fee, because at some point I didn't have school fees. So I have an opportunity that has been given to me by God, grace from the Almighty God, favor from the Almighty God. As a leader, I have to do what is right, because that is the right thing that should be done for my people, is to just fight for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mama Jack.
That's right.
Mheshimiwa Mama Jack, and mimi kama mama, watoto wanarudi shule, and ningependa uniambie mpangilio gani uko nayo kwa bazari, kwa sababu tuko na watoto ni wengi, most of them are single mothers, single fathers. Mpangilio gani uko nayo na hawa watoto wanarudi shule sahi na
Thank you,
hatujui
Mama Jack.
tuko wapi, so the bursary hiyo
Why,
nataka utueleze.
were it not for education, I would not be where I am. Auka would not be where I is. Auka and I, we were at the university with other comrades. You know what we went through. You know the struggles we went through, lack of school fees. You know, from way from primary school to secondary school, we know how the parents are suffering. The mama mboga, the boda rider, the person who is doing mjengo. We know the importance of education. We know what education does. We know that were it not for education, I would not be a member of parliament. And as a leader, I will ensure that by all means necessary and possible, I will fight for my people. I will give them bursaries, as I always do. Every year I give my people bursaries, and I give them personally as Babu Owino. And I will extend an olive branch to other members of parliament to ensure that bursaries are given to our children, to governors. They will give bursaries. They should give bursaries to our children, because it is only education that will salvage us from the shackles of oppression, from the bondage of poverty. And when you open the doors of a school, you close the gates of a prison. Education has bitter roots, but with very sweet fruits. Education is an equalizer. Education is a bridge between our dirty past and our golden tomorrow in the foreseeable future. And education is the passport to the future, and the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Therefore, personally, I'll always advocate for education, and I will ensure that I try what I can do. My salary, all of it goes to scholarships and bursaries in my constituency. And I add with the bursaries and I give to our people. And I will always do that.
Last question. Mambo ya visa. Nimeona rais amesema visa kuingia Kenya sasa itakuwa ni watu wanaingia tu Kenya. Tuko na wale wameingia na visa, lakini bado tuko na shida. Kuna watu wameingia Kenya, watu watu wa nje wamepewa jukumu. Hata kuna wakati unaona Nyako, she was traveling back to Germany, unaona nasimamishwa na mtu wa kutoka Nigeria. So hii mambo ya visa, nyinyi kama watu wa opposition, mulikaribisha namna gani hii mambo ya visa, watu kuingia kwa nchi bila mpangilio?
Good question.
So in this country, we have a president who is an autocratic president, a dictator. You cannot say in your right senses that a country should be visa free. Even in terms of security, you need to secure Kenyans. Why is it that us, when we are going to other countries, we are required to be cleared? They require visa for security purposes. You cannot welcome any other Tom, Dick and Harry in our nation. Even Kenyans who are abroad, they require visas to go where you are. It is not easy for you to enter into those countries, because they protect it religiously and spiritedly, because of what they believe in, that they want to preserve their nation for the betterment of the future of their children. Kenya, we cannot just leave it open. We must restrict. Even a cattle dip, before you go to a cattle dip, you must apply. You cannot just go and take your cattle into a cattle dip. You have to be given permission. So I don't know what the president wants to achieve with that. It does not make any economic sense, no value addition, and therefore I'm against that with all my body parts and organs.
Yeah. Auka 1 minute. Kuna wasichana wetu wako Gulf.
Thank you.
We have this wasichana wetu wako Gulf, and some of them wanauawa huko nje. Wale wako huko nje wamesign contract for 3-4 years. Mtu hawezi kuja kwa mazishi ya wazazi wake.
I can't hear.
Like, can you hear me now?
I think you're breaking.
Can you hear me now?
I think we should be winding up. I have some prayers I want to I want to cross the year in a very religious mood.
So, so we should not ask question. Okay, thank you. Anyway,
Can you hear Mheshimiwa? Unamsikia?
I can hear. I can hear Ale very well.
Net is on red. His net is on red.
Yeah.
I think it's his network.
Mheshimiwa, can you hear Mama Jack? Can you hear
I
her?
can't hear.
But can you hear
No.
me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear anybody else?
You can hear. Mama Jack, can you speak
Can
again?
hear it.
Can you hear me, Mheshimiwa, now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Ale, sorry. This is my last question. Tuko na wasichana Gulf and ni watoto wetu wametoka nje kwenda kutafuta maisha na wengi wanauawa huko nje na they are working so hard to bring money back kwa familia zao. So hao wasichana wetu sijui tunaweza wasaidia aje kwa wale watu wanapeleka huko, ndio wakienda huko maisha yao isikue kwa ile hali hatari, kwa sababu most of them hawatoki nje, wako ndani and they are working so hard, na wakisha sign contract wanakaa huko like 3 years. Mtu akipoteza hata mzazi haezi kuja kwa mazishi ya wazazi wake. So the government, ni nini mnaweza fanya ndio hao wasichana at least hata wakisign contract, kukiwa na shida kama hiyo ya kifo, mtu anaweza kuja nyumbani na kuwa protect wasikue wanauawa wakiwa huko nje.
This issue, Mama Jack, we've handled it in Parliament. I'm in diaspora committee that is taking care of interest of Kenyans in diaspora. So if any Kenyan has an issue in diaspora, any Kenyan in any foreign country, you can reach me because I'm in that committee where we are taking care of the interest of Kenyans in diaspora. There are issues, there are cases of wrongful dismissal even at work, there are cases of mistreatment at work, there are cases of deaths, there are lots and lots of so many cases, people being oppressed, and as a result of that, people are not happy, people are depressed, and people are not happy about it. So Kenyans living in diaspora committee, we called all the agencies that are responsible to take Kenyans, especially in these Gulf countries. All these agencies, we ensured that they are registered, number one. Number two, training of these workers. Number three, all the details and the documentation of these workers, all the agencies must have, so that we can reach these employers, the people who, the final destination, we can reach them as a country, as a government. So we've put on checks and balances, mechanisms to ensure that there is no public outcry, there is no frustration